On August 20th, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights issued a resolution granting precautionary measures on behalf of the separated families that are represented by the Texas Civil Rights Project. We filed that request for precautionary measures at the end of May, and about 2 months later, that request was granted, and the Inter-American Commission ordered the Trump administration to reunite these 5 families immediately and to provide a means for them to communicate if they have not been reunited, to provide them with medical and psychological support, and a number of other precautionary measures to guarantee their life, integrity, and their safety. This resolution is the first time the Inter-American Commission has granted a request for precautionary measures related to family separation. In the immigration context, they have issued other resolutions regarding, for example, wrongful deportation or preventing deportations in emergency situations. But this is the first time that they issue such a resolution to protect the rights of separated immigrants. So the difference is that this is at the international level. The Inter-American Commission on Human Rights operates at the supranational level. They are an international human rights body. And at the domestic level, the government agencies sometimes point the finger at one another. For example, the prosecutors would point the finger at Border Patrol, saying that Border Patrol separated the families, so they were the ones that had to provide answers. Border Patrol, in turn, would point the finger at the Office of Refugee Resettlement, and saying that ORR had taken the children, so they were the ones that had to provide the answers. At the international level, however, the United States government as a unit has to respond. They are the respondent in this request for precautionary measures. They cannot point the finger between federal agencies. They need to provide a response as the United States government because they are the ones who have custody of many of these families still. The original 5 petitioners, or 5 families, 2 of them have been reunited and released and are in the US pursuing their asylum claims. One of them, in fact, has already passed her credible fear interview, and she is on her way to receiving asylum. The other 3, we don't know their whereabouts. We know that they are not in ICE custody, and they haven't been for a while. We also know that the children are not in ORR custody, but we don't know for sure where they are. It's possible that they were deported, and if so, we hope it was done together, but we don't know for sure. We're still trying to figure out, and we look forward to the response from the Trump administration to the Inter-American Commission, because that will hopefully shed light on what happened to these 3 families. Among other things, the Inter-American Commission ordered the Trump administration to inform it within 10 days of any progress that it's made in reuniting these 5 families. That deadline was August 30th. We're still waiting for that response. I hope that they met that deadline and that they provided the information requested. We will know once the Inter-American Commission notifies us if they met it. With this administration, it's not surprising if they don't fully comply because they have shown a disregard for the rule of law. But at the end of the day, our job as civil society, as activists, is to demand that the administration and every government complies with the rule of law, including the resolutions and orders of international human rights tribunals and commissions.